Hey, Father Miller here. Welcome back to the Nerd Father Friday afternoon stretch. Happy to make it today. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this because, as I told PJ, I'm getting ready to go back to teaching, and we had back to school meetings this morning.
Yeah, busy day.
I'm throwing the link in the chat. If anybody else wants to join us, just make sure you got headphones. So, how are you?
I'm actually not too bad. Busy day as well, but getting there. It's too warm over here. We're coming through.
Please don't even start.
Yeah, we're going through a heat wave, and accordingly, because the UK is going through a heat wave, we're all going to die.
So Mark the Sith mentioned, yes, I did hear about this. Salman Rushdie got stabbed I didn't know it was in the neck this morning, but Salman got stabbed during a speaking engagement.
Wow.
And as I was mentioning before we went live, Anne Hesh passed away this afternoon. I don't know if she qualifies for getting a Darwin Award, but
yeah, it's sad when people die, but she kind of chose this. This was
we would say there's a lot of mitigating circumstances.
Mitigating?
Well, with mental illness.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, reading about her life, I mean, she was abused growing up. I mean,
that certainly can set you off. Yeah.
So, how's Roman?
Goodness. I'm well. Sorry, I'm kind of scrambled to get in here. Mrs. of the Empire had some stuff going on, and it's like So I had like 7 minutes to get things thrown together. I'm actually pretty proud that I did it.
Okay,
and I'm not bleeding. So, win.
Good. Good. Are you going to Vegas next week?
I am not. Unfortunately, the
luxurious laptop.
New laptop. So I have the new laptop, and the choice was made, so it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. The laptop is actually doing everything I wanted it to do. I can't
travel. It's just too far.
We have a new one.
Colin.
Archer.
Hello, Colin.
Colin.
You there?
Evening.
Oh, there you are.
I know.
Hey, Colin.
So, how are you?
Memo to self. Hi guys, memo to self. When you put on your headphones, remember to plug them into the computer socket.
That
I
one.
got Bluetooth.
I'm thinking, why is it gone quiet all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've got Bluetooth ones as well, but I'm actually my system's set up so when I'm speaking, or it doesn't pick up ambient noise. So that's hence the reason why I've just got my big ears and no headphones.
Uh-huh.
Well, they are wonderful receivers.
When they work, 330. I've actually reached this time last Friday. I was at 199 subs. I'm now up at 330.
Ooh, very good.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like you're on fire, man.
Yes, and it's all down to, believe it or not, Right Said Fred, Bernard Cribbins.
I know
My
you've got like 50,000 views on that right now. Or something, some insane number.
63,000
For what?
views in 2 weeks. Bernard Cribbins singing Right Said Fred.
Oh, very good.
Yes, a 63,000 views on that in 2 weeks. So
I'll show you the one that I just got. I'm now up to about 3,000 or 2,500 views on this one. And it's only a 15-second clip, so it won't get clipped. But I really love.
I got clipped last week with a couple of the ones we were doing. I
Here
had
we
to
go.
re-edit it twice.
So I got to play this. I love these old Looney Tunes.
Love them.
Now all of you skunks, clear out of here!
I discovered the secret seems to be time because we have one I put on FFSI and it was about 45 seconds, a minute long. When we got copyright, it got copyright hit. It got blocked, not just. So I cut it down to about 20 seconds, the salient bits of it, and it went through and it's still up. So
Yeah.
it's
So we were doing one and we were looking at old British humor.
Oh,
so
my
we watched,
goodness, those were good too, man.
Yeah. Going for an English. It's basically, goodness gracious me, was a comedy program, and it was all Indian comedians and such like. And they did one going for an English instead of going for an Indian. So they're going on about jammies and they're taking the mickey about how people would act going for an Indian in a restaurant and mispronouncing names and asking for, instead of the hottest, the most bland stuff. And I got copyright. I got blocked for that one. So I did, and I had to re-edit the video. And then there was another one at the ITV blocked, and it was Helen Pace doing the management.
well, they got blocked as well, did it?
Yes, one of them got blocked, and one of them just got a monetization to the owner. So why the one of them got allowed and the other one didn't? It was a nightmare. So
I saw an interesting Radio Times article today saying that they're calling for more diversity or disabled diversity within Doctor Who.
Oh Lord.
does that surprise
that
you?
box isn't enough.
They've got all the other boxes ticked, so they have to. They've got all the other.
What is it? Is that the last? Is that the
other
last
actor? They've had a gay actor now. Anyway, they've already had that. Davros.
Yeah, they had it with the showrunner.
The Davros.
Yes.
Wow, that's great because that always is the best thing to do is to pick someone's external thing, not
Yes.
what is, their actual skill set.
See,
So
the
they're
thing
going because of this one that was missing an arm or something.
Yeah. See, the thing is, the fact is, if she was cast and they just basically they had the story, it's the fact is they promote that shows how disingenuous they are, because they're effectively saying she only got hired because of that, rather than saying this actress got hired and she has got a disability. That's not if that's not the mainstay of why she got hired. Effectively, they've just turned around and said, we only hired her because. So it's disingenuous.
So this article says we're trying to cast disabled people in roles that aren't necessarily written as disabled.
Yeah, but that's just a normal written role.
Okay.
If the best person for the job happens to be disabled, does it matter? But they're saying that we have to cast it so she's got the job. So in effect, they're saying it's only because she's disabled, which is disingenuous because you're looking at her now as a disabled actor rather than an actor. And that's the way I look at it. The fact is, any program that actually starts by saying this,
Yep.
this, and this, and not telling you about the story, then I tune out. I'm uninterested. Doesn't matter how good it is. I'll just tune out because they're already telling you the reason they've hired these people. Don't care.
What I was thinking the other day was it? I think it was Critical Drinker, or it might have been Az, who used to go through refer to characters as diversity.
No, it's
higher
Drinker.
this. It was. I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on some fun news, I saw Bullet Train this week.
Oh, how was it?
Amazing.
I've not seen that one.
It definitely earned the R rating with
made
the
in
language.
1945, PJ.
Yes, it's not old. So,
But some critics were.
When I'm actually on with someone, he stands there as if to say, "I'm on, get me up." He's got a habit of doing that. Mr. Nosy, I'm not paying him attention. Get me up there. So,
Let me see if I can bring up the.
Yeah, I saw some of the critics were like Brad Pitt took a wrong turn on Bullet Train or something because
Oh,
almost
amazing.
nearly anything the fans enjoy, the critics, automatically oppose.
Whitewashing.
What?
yes.
What?
Because
No,
it's
the
a Japanese novel.
The whitewashing, but if you've got a European one, then it's okay to change everything. But if you've got something from somewhere else, it's whitewashing. It's crazy.
Yeah, because a lot of the characters in the movie, they've changed from being Japanese into either British or American.
They do that. They do that if you've got a story. It's a British story, and they film it in Japan. Believe it or not, they change it to Japanese actors.
I give
What?
you 1953's War of the Worlds. Where was War of the Worlds set? Ran near where I used to live.
Yes,
New Jersey.
It was
No, I'm joking,
not
I'm
set in
kidding.
New Jersey.
Yeah,
It was not in Old
we're talking
Jersey.
about the original one.
It wasn't set in bloody Los Angeles. It was set around Shepperton,
Yes.
Woking, in kind of Woking away, which I haven't been there for a while now. But there used to be in the high street, there was a big metal statue of a tripod. And in the and there was also a little bit you come across it was actually a sort of the top end of a bullet of one of the capsules buried in the ground.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean it was it was art, but yeah, and so it gets made by Hollywood.
Ooh, nice.
All those ones. Now this
That is
was
lovely.
actually an actual tripod type one than flying one, but again,
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
and
Basically, that's one of my favourite models.
yeah, and the
Okay,
same
so-
for the time machine again. Well, on actually they used to make it semi-English in the
Let's
time machine, didn't
see.
they?
I'm gonna play this little clip. I actually really love these two actors. One is British, one is American. I kind of got oh, You Only Live. No. Diamonds Are Forever. The assassins in that.
Mhm.
But these two were great.
Tangerine is a hot-headed psychopath, a sociopath.
I need to talk to someone. Serious. Lemon is the most genuine, childlike. You ever watch Thomas the Tank Engine?
Here we go.
Joyous psychopath. He's the guy that can get the job done.
Tangerine and Lemon are extremely dangerous, but what makes them funny is that they bicker between each other.
16 kills, right?
No, it was 7 times.
16.
I'll smash my head through a brick wall.
Well, maybe that'll help your memory.
They have this charismatic friendship, brotherhood.
Not up or shut up, bro.
The two of us together is so eclectic and fun.
Shoot first, come up with the answers later.
Always do.
See, there you go. There's a movie to be shown, a movie to be shot, Tangerine and Lemon.
Hey, they were great. I think they were part of the highlight of the film. I mean, the whole thing was just amazing.
The two don't look cool. I must admit, I could watch a movie just about the two of them.
Sounds like it should be a tea.
Tangerine and lemon tea.
Well, that, I mean,
Yeah.
Only for the English. Only for the English.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Or an air freshener.
So
I was kinda
how is
hoping
Brad
Ian would
Pitt
make
in
it.
the movie?
He was good. He's very good.
Well, we watched a Brad Pitt movie in
He
Wednesday.
did.
We watched Snatch,
Okay.
where he played Mickey the Pikey. That is a fun movie. But yeah,
It was
Brad
for the
Pitt
four
can do some weird stuff.
It's so good.
Well,
Very
I
British gangsters.
figured from the Catholic viewpoint, I have to give the disclaimer that it is definitely R-rated because of language and violence. There is a lot of language and violence in the movie,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like a Tarantino type violence.
Well, just
Almost
with that clip
cartoonish.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But based on that clip there, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, they show you with the sword going into the guy or something like that.
So is most of the movie actually on the train?
It's all on the train.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
See, that's a
And
fun
I don't want to
enclosed
give anything
environment.
away about it, but I ended up ordering the 4K edition. It hasn't been released. There's no release
Oh,
date,
wow.
but I ended up pre-ordering it after seeing it.
Oh, right on. Oh, that's a good recommendation.
And I'll
Yeah.
play 30 seconds. I think I could get away with 30 seconds of it. Let's
Brace
see if I can
yourselves.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I had to order one of the songs on the soundtrack just because I really loved it. And
Who was
if
the
you saw
director of this one, Father Miller?
The what?
Who was the director?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah,
Here we
because I
go.
know it's not a Tarantino film. It feels like a Tarantino film, but it's not a Tarantino film.
Okay. So
David,
I mean, that was catchy.
Yeah,
everybody
David
who knows
Leitch
First
directed
Aid is currently trying to do compressions to that song.
The best one I ever saw with a BG song was Kenny Everett.
Okay,
Kenny
so
Everett
that-
always took the mickey out of the
Oh,
BGs,
yeah.
and he got a BG kit, and he's sitting there, and then he puts on a tape recorder, and it says, now he puts on the wig, he puts on the hairy chest, he puts in the teeth, and then it's a case of tighten your belt and tighter, and he basically started singing. It was basically a couple of tablets to get his voice really high pitched.
Okay, let's see if I could get away with showing this one. This is an awesome mashup.
You wouldn't think that would work, but there it is.
It works.
Right. You got there's the Bee Gees father. There's the Kenny Everett doing the Bee Gees. It's a YouTube one. All right. Oh shit.
Oh, did we? Oh no, we didn't lose somebody. Okay.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
Yourself.
Switch the recorder on now. So, you've decided to become a BG. Don't touch that bottle. I'll tell you when to touch the bottle. Now, you puny little nobody, we'll begin to make you into a world-famous BG. First, you need the world-famous BG teeth. Now you can touch the bottles. Take one pill from bottle A. Not that one, bottle A. Large through the medallion pill. Ah, he's on my bottle this time. There's that little chap. Oh, really, the world famous BG hair. Yes, not bad. But there's something missing. You're only one, and there should be three. Take bottle D.
Ouch.
We all grab the water bottles and keep taking the pills until the grab bottle is achieved.
So that's Kenny Everett doing the Bee Gees. I grew up with that. Kenny Everett is superb. It's so many things he
Yeah,
can
let me see
do.
if I can
He
find
did.
the other
He
one.
had a character called Cupid Stunt. It basically
Oh.
dressed up as a man. It was all done in the best possible taste.
Possible
It would, you need to if you've never seen Kenny Everett,
Mm-mm.
there's plenty on YouTube
Just now.
sketches like that. He's funny.
So this is a interesting version. Bee Gees meet Beatles with Peter Frampton.
Oh yeah. Sgt. Peppers.
Once there was a way. Once there was a way.
Oh wait.
And I will sing a
Here we go.
lullaby.
I'm trying to find where it was. Oh, we got Jed here. Good to see you, Jed.
Hey. What are you guys talking about?
Bee Gees.
Bee
The Bee
Gees
Gees.
Hey, Roman. Hey, Archer.
with Bullet
Hey, Jed.
Train,
Oh, I
And
haven't
the
seen Bullet
Japanese-
Train yet.
the Japanese version of Staying Alive.
I haven't seen Bullet Train, but yeah, I grew up on the Bee Gees. So
See, I'm actually a fan of the pre-disco era Bee Gees. I like
Yeah.
that stuff a lot. I started a joke, Spicks and Specs. That I've actually just recently bought the best of album from the early Bee Gees. The disco era Bee Gees, they bring back some terrifying memories from my youth, and I don't know.
WCAZ in Chicago, where disco lives forever.
Disco lives forever.
That's good.
No,
What, dude. Okay, I'm gonna say this. When I was younger, my mother made me wear these bell-bottom pants, and I hated. Oh, I didn't get out of those bell-bottom pants until I was in maybe
20, 21.
No, second grade or something.
Yeah. I just a
Second
lot
or
of
third
bad
grade,
flashbacks
maybe.
in the 70s, man. Until
Oh,
Oh,
I
a
was,
bad
I was older.
flashback. Here we
I
go.
hated the 70s, man. There was some good stuff in the 70s, like Star Trek and Star Wars and everything. Superman.
And then
We had good stuff, but yeah.
we also had things like this.
Yeah, well, I actually like this song.
Hey, we had a Fox on our TV. So we
Yeah.
did Basil Brush.
Boom, boom.
Basically, we also had, Sooty and Sweet.
Yeah, and we only had 3 or 4 channels. on the TV.
See, this is the era of drugs. It has to be drugs.
Yeah, Tony
No, the
Orlando
era of
and
drugs
Dawn
was
and
like
songs as
from
well.
the start of the 60s up until like 1985 or 1990.
That would account for the
era
writing.
where they didn't try anything fancy, because you look at it, it's a puppet you could buy at the shop, and it's thing. You look at it now, they would have to have it all CGI'd up.
Yeah, no,
all that.
here's the thing. They were smoking one night. Okay, they were smoking one night, and they were like, "Hey, you know, it'd be really, really." I almost said something there. I caught myself. You know, that he's like, "Dude, what if we had this puppet duck, and I made up this song? We had another duck dancing right next to me, man, and like I was singing, and the duck was just doing things." He's like, "Dude, we can do this, man!" Like,
Yeah, you can just imagine them sitting around. Right, you look at now, they sit around and go, right, what can we do? What do you think? What do you think? Then it was a case of, what could we do? It's a different era. So it's
Big
just a case of-
cartoon ducks.
yeah. You can just imagine them all sitting around.
Here's a nightmare from my childhood. Let me bring that up. Because I remember having this.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
He's a macho duck.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Trust me.
it's a whole different level of. That's not good.
Nightmare.
It's funny. Mrs. of the Empire likes to torture me now and again. She has some strange affection for Alvin and the Chipmunks, and my son found the Alvin and the Chipmunks. I think it's a Christmas album, but she keeps threatening to buy the Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipmunk Punk, which features My Shrine and other non-punk songs. Which it's sung by the Chipmunks, so it's
It's like
funny.
an abomination.
We had this.
Speaking
was
of
called-
which,
this was called Pipkin. This was called Pipkins. It was about. a
is
toy
it
shop.
dead? Is it a zombie?
No, that was basically that's Hartley Hare from Pipkins. Pipkins. was
He's
a
unhealthy
physical-
looking.
I know.
My
You
name
let-
is Hartley Hare, and today I'm going to talk to you about being naughty. Oh,
Being naughty.
I mean,
Let's go be naughty.
yes.
did you know what I bought? Should I show you? Here it is. It's a black puppet.
But that's the type of things we grew up with. So it was Hartley
Yeah.
Hare and Pipkins and stuff
Oh,
like that.
good
We grew up
gracious.
with them. We all. You show me a culture that didn't grow up with stuff like that. But
Like-
there's a
That's
toy
what I
in
mean.
Glasgow.
Well,
There was
we
a toy
had Mr.
store in
Rogers
Glasgow
who
called
had
Pipkin based on that.
Puppets. That one was kind of scary though. It actually looked more like a demented donkey than
Get over here, donkey.
There, I think I probably shared this one before, but I remember when this was on.
Greg the bunny was demented.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
We can sing and dance, and we don't need pants. We were just like you.
Now,
If you like jobs, just the blood going out. We were just like you. Yes, we graduate from Harvard. At the head of my class.
Was this an adult program or a kid
I ran that class.
no, the one was this the one that was on Fox?
Yeah.
No, you don't want to go to this one. You want to get the one that was on the Independent Film Channel or something. They went
Whoa.
out there. No,
I
that
think
was-
it's the same thing.
You mean more?
yeah, it wasn't that. It was It was not. It was really.
Wow.
I don't think I could
that
probably
was-
show that one,
You can't show that one. That one was cleaned up for Fox.
but it was the
You
same type of thing. I mean, it
Yeah,
was the
but
same character.
it was a lot worse than the
Wow.
Independent Film
You
Channel.
know, puppets are supposed to be delightful. These are horrifying. This
Wait,
is the
did you
stuff of
guys ever-
nightmares.
Did you guys ever see the what do they call it? The Happy Good Day movie?
Happy
with all
Time
the puppets?
Murders.
Yeah, Happy Time Murders.
I heard
I
about
never saw
it.
it.
I wanted to.
I watched it, and oh my goodness,
Okay, so Archer just shared this. Let me bring that up.
You might. It's about 10 minutes long, so you might want to just put a few clips up there and there.
Oh, okay.
Right, left, right, squad! Halt! Regiment reporting, sir. All present and correct, sir.
And who are you, Sergeant Major?
Sergeant Major McCrocodile, sir. Reporting all present and correct, sir.
Ah, very, very fortunate, Sergeant Major. I'm doing a program on the British Army.
Oh, none finer in the world, sir. None finer in the world. And no finer regiment than ours.
And which particular regiment would that be, Sergeant?
Well, I'll let the Colonel tell you that himself, sir.
Oh.
Colonel Bashworthy forward, sir. Very good, Sergeant. Yes. Carry on, Sir Major. Carry on, Sir Major. Now, sir, what can I do for you?
I was just asking which of the regiments you are.
Which regiment?
Yes.
My dear sir, the finest regiment, sir, in the whole British Army, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure, but which regiment? That is, which one?
The regiment that fought beside Marlborough at Blenheim, that stood beside Wellington at Waterloo, that ran beside Kitchener at Khartoum, and every major British battle from Aldershot to Alamein.
Yes, I'm sure, but which exact regiment is it, sir? Yes.
Well, I'll give you a clue. Yes. Field detachment forward, Sergeant Major. Very good, sir. Field detachment forward. Leaf right, leaf right, leaf right, leaf right, leaf right, leaf right. Field detachment forward.
Oh, where is it?
Now, sir, now, do you recognize this historic piece of equipment?
So
this is Michael
Interesting.
Bentine's Potty Time. It was called.
Well, yeah, and I had an uncle that actually talked like that when I was younger. So
let's see. There's the second one you shared.
Yeah.
Oh, this is 3 minutes.
This is just an introduction to them. That's all.
Finger bumps. Yuffie lifts a finger, and a mouse is there. Puts his hands together, and a seagull takes the air. Yuffie lifts a finger, and a scampi darts about. Yuffie bends another, and a tortoise head peeps out.
This could explain why I am the way I am.
And thinking things too.
PJ, you're muted.
It could be.
Mouse.
Sorry.
Finger mouse.
But we grew up with all this kicking, finger bobs, partly hair.
On the brink of mouse.
Basically, we grew up with these basil brush.
That's me.
It's amazing. It's just amazing we grew up with
mouse
this.
called Finger Mouse.
Oh,
a mouse with guts and verve. I get past cats so easily with my famous body swerve. Finger Mouse. Finger Mouse. I'm a sort of wonder mouse. A hit, a miss, a blunder mouse. Finger Mouse.
okay, this is why we were all so screwed up when we were little.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
again,
glad
oh,
I didn't grow up in the UK.
But the thing is, you look at that compared to what they've got now, Teletubbies.
Yeah,
I would put that against Teletubbies any time of the day.
yeah.
Because they didn't treat kids as if they were thick. They would talk to them, even though it was like silly wee puppets. They would talk to them, not a case of blue, 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 and all this, making noises as if that is the thing. That's the way. That's to me. We grew up with all that. We grew up with Sesame Street. Even we got Sesame Street and all that over here. The Muppet, things like that. But to me, the stuff we grew up with is far superior to the stuff that's on now.
Oh yeah.
Well,
then there was
Sesame
Electric
Street now
Company too.
Still exists, but it's not the Sesame Street that we had.
Oh, I know.
You probably shouldn't. After a certain season, it becomes woke street.
Yes.
And it's not so good.
Here we go.
Oh,
I think
hi,
this is,
hi.
PJ, you and I had the advantage of growing up with Jerry Anderson. Say no
Yes.
more.
We grew up with Thunderbirds.
Mr. Punch? Mr. Punch? Yes, this is Judy.
Mickey Mouse is here and all.
Jerusalem, Jerusalem, lift up your skirts and sing.
Stop being Mr.
Heidi High was about a holiday camp.
Well, one of the things that
I
shaped me-
watched it for the first time about a year ago and loved it.
Yeah, it was fun.
One of the first things that shaped me when I was younger was "Are You Being Served?" That was.
Are You Being Served?
I just finished watching that.
Did you
Yeah.
ever see the follow-up to it?
Yeah,
They
and
called
was
it Are
it
You
was-
Being
it was-
Served
it was-
Again,
it-
but they also called it Grace and Favour.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I didn't care for
terrible.
it.
It was terrible. Yeah.
It wasn't anything. It just had some of the characters. There was a
Well-
wee bit of gold here and there, but the rest of it was just...
I think it's when Mr. Lucas left, it went downhill for me.
Well, when it kept changing, when the old Mr. Humphreys, was it not? Oh, no, Mr.
Oh, Mr.
Mr.
Grace.
Granger.
Grace,
When old
Grace.
Mr.
Young
Granger, the one
Mr.
that
Grace
played-
died.
when the one that played Granger passed away as well, they started
Mhm.
bringing in like Alfie Bass and things like that. It just
Yeah,
wasn't the same.
when you get on to the later on seasons, but even some of the later on seasons, they were funny.
Oh
Like,
yes,
they were hilarious.
anything with Molly Sugden. Molly Sugden was.
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
Molly
Legend.
Sugden. I've got a couple of Molly Sugden's TV shows after. Are You Being Served?
Do you remember All Creatures Great and Small?
Yes,
The old one, not the new one. Because I
Peter
understand that there's a
Davidson.
reboot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peter Davidson, I think, initially starred in it as Tristan. So he did. That's when we first saw Peter Davidson before Doctor Who.
Peter Davidson's first appearance actually was alongside his future wife in an episode or a set of episodes of probably the most influential on me. This is a great deal TV show on my childhood and teens called The Tomorrow People.
Heard of it.
The original decent one.
The original one, not the
Not
remake.
the soap opera one, and I'm sorry, my friends across the pond, but not the rubbish that style Green Arrow's brother either. The
Yeah.
original one. But he was a
the original Tomorrow People where they could jaunt. They had
Yeah.
a jaunting bell.
But this was called a Man for Emily, and the Emily in question was played by Sandra Dickinson. And I think it was actually, and it is exceedingly camp in places. Shall we say something?
Anything with Sandra Dickinson was camp. You look at
Yeah.
her in Hitchhikers.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
again, Peter Davidson as Dish of the Month. Or
Yep.
Dish of the Day, wasn't it?
And
So, yeah,
welcome to this week's edition of Obscure British Programs Roman hasn't heard
Again,
of.
Roman, this is the thing. Now, Roman don't call me that in Saturday. He
Yeah,
was
but
sitting there, Father, we were all talking British programs. You could just see the glaze over Roman's face. Huh?
Here we go.
This is a box, a magic box, playing a magical tune. But inside this box, there lies a surprise. Do you know who's in it today?
Wendy Miller. Not Wendy.
Dennis Waterman.
It's Life and Marge, that's all the thingy. They're basically taking the mickey out of it.
It's Sam Tyler. Hello, Sam. How are you today? Oh dear, not very happy. Is it Gene Hunt? Is he kicking in a nonce?
Oh, superb. See, when we grew up, we had Campbellwood Green and what was the other one, Colin?
Trumpton. Cambridge.
Trumpton. You had Campbellwood Green and Trumpton.
Cambridge Green
The
and
fire.
Trumpton, I think.
Yeah, in Trumpton you had the fire brigade. In Campbellwood Green you had the soldiers, but they had all the same names. So you had Pew, Ballymacrew, Curford, Dibble and Grub.
See, every now and then,
I mean, still remember this 50 years later.
Yes.
every now and then I'll re-binge Life on Mars.
I've got like I preferred
I
Life
got
on Mars.
both
I
of
didn't
them.
like the follow up. The
Ashes to Ashes, it wasn't too bad.
it's just it. See, the thing is with Life on Mars, they finished it. I've got both as well. I've got the exact same ones. So I've got the exact same ones. But the thing is, with Life on Mars, they gave it a finish. It was a what's happening type finish. But then they went and did it again. And that's the part, just a case of, they should have just left it at the season 1 and just did Life on Mars and not did Ashes to Ashes. I could understand why they did it because it was a very popular show. But it's things like that when it actually diminishes the first season because they do it again. And
I probably have mentioned it on here before, but I absolutely, the last episode of the American version totally destroyed the whole thing for me.
Yes, them waking up in that spaceship.
Yeah.
I've not seen
it. not that I've seen it. Honest, I just watched the original.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it either, so.
Oh no. If you're ever going to watch it, don't watch the American one. Watch the.
Do not
No,
watch
no,
the
always
American
watch
version.
the British one because the British
Fair
one
enough.
is always more superior than the American program, and always.
The only one that was The Office, but the American version of The Office kind
It's
of lost it
completely
after
different.
season 3.
Yeah,
House
but
of
see the
Cards
thing
was
is,
also
with
a British show.
yeah, see the
Which-
Office. I didn't like The Office. I'm putting it out there.
Either version?
However, the good thing about The Office was they didn't just do what they normally do, take it and then just almost keep the scripts and just try to change wee bits here and there. They rewrote it for an American audience and it worked.
Yep.
And it's because they just took the idea and changed it. You look at things like the 70s show, they try to do a British version, and that all they did was they just changed certain names. Very nice. Jim the Viking got a big box set of all the Hammer movies. So he did
This
in a
is
charity
full version.
In a charity shop. He got a big box of all the horror movies. It's so lucky.
Father Miller, did you see the that Bruce Campbell is writing for DC, the Sergeant Rock versus
No, I
the
didn't.
Army of the Dead comic?
Yes, he
Yeah.
put that. Yeah, because you'd actually sent me a clip, the
Yes,
picture of
I
it, and
sent
I've
it to
got
PJ.
I've got the Vietnam zombie one.
I'm actually excited about a comic book, which I haven't been for a minute.
Bruce Campbell.
One, it's Sergeant Rock, which I don't even know if those exist
Sergeant
in
Rock
the real
is
world.
pretty
or
good.
anymore.
I'm more of a Sergeant Fury fan.
Father, do you want
Sergeant
to see?
Fury, who became Nick Fury.
Yep.
Right, Father, do you want to see what introduced me to Roman?
Yes.
Was that a 2
yes.
booty sweat?
Basically, I was talking about my love of Bruce Campbell and Evil Dead, and he recommended this book to me. And Roman, still sealed. I've still not read it.
It's a comic book. Okay.
I still haven't read it.
It's a
Oh
comic
my
book.
god!
I've still not read it. No, I've not had a
Yeah.
chance. I've just, there's been
You know,
so
I
much-
try and I try and I try.
He doesn't want to open it up.
Oh God!
I don't know if you guys saw this one.
Yes, and I saw the rebit with the fourth panel. As
Not
well, that-
Superman.
the thing is, they did a fourth panel and they showed it that same one with the fourth panel, and it didn't make it any better.
Well,
Nothing
what's the
could
fourth
make this
panel?
better.
I sent
Short
that
of
to
its
Gary today.
non-existence.
Did you hear they're trying to bring Clark back to fix all this bullshit, but they're not going to?
Uh-oh.
They can.
Oh, I did it. I
Yes,
did
you
it.
did.
All I can say right now is shame, 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 shame.
They can't, because if they bring in Clark, they're effectively saying that didn't work. We need a white man.
Yeah, but they're doing it, by the way. They're bringing, it says he's returning. They're doing a mini series of bringing him back. So,
Comment for PJ.
was that a 2 liter of booty sweat?
Oi, oi. Bars Iron Brew.
Hey, I'll show you.
Yes.
Let's
I'm
see,
sure I remember having a crossover with Sergeant Rock and Superman, where Superman got knocked back in time to World War II, and I think if I remember right, he lost his memory, and he had to hide who he was or something.
Wait, the meetup is this next week, isn't it?
It is.
That's correct.
And it just got flooded again.
Yeah, I'm so
Oh,
jealous
no.
you guys can go, but
I don't know
can't
why
go.
I'm seeing this
I'm the
garbage
next,
up here.
I'm
and
the
do you know what
next
the
state
problem
over.
is, Father? Scotland has got Vegas's weather, and Vegas has got Scotland's weather. Because normally that's just a normal day for us. That type of rain.
There we go. Oh, come on, stupid CNN.
It's CNN. I'm like,
I
hey,
hate
hey,
CNN. We'll go to Fox
what a-
News.
what a
So, flash
It's not
floods
any better.
overwhelmed the Vegas Strip.
I've always loved building things, not just structures.
well,
Anyway.
they're trying to nail Trump to the wall, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want him coming back.
No.
Wow. And you know, fine well, the insurance is going to say act of God, and they're
Mhm.
not going to pay out.
Wow,
Well-
look at that.
Wow.
Okay,
And
because
just consider most of the casino floors are usually in the ground floor below all
well,
the rooms.
here's the thing, PJ. Those places weren't built for. They were
Oh,
built
no.
for that climate.
It's
They
the
weren't built for
desert.
snow, rain, or anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They've got our weather and at the moment. We've got their weather
No,
because
it's-
it's that
Yeah,
hot.
tell me
There's
about it.
some
I hope it
ginger
works out for
bursting
them.
into flame. So there is.
People are traveling
Yes.
from all over to go to that thing, so it'd be just a complete disaster if they get flooded out. It's entirely possible. It would
Well,
absolutely
Well,
suck.
here, see,
I mean-
in Arizona, our places are built for that because we have the monsoons every year, so we're used to rain and everything else. We've even got
Vegas.
snow here. We've even gotten snow here like 4 times the whole time I've lived in Phoenix.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, 4
I'm
times.
You're in
seeing
Phoenix.
nothing-
What is
I'm
it? Is
seeing
it like
nothing about-
130 degrees there right now?
Yeah,
Jeff?
I'm seeing
let me see. It
I'm
is-
seeing nothing about the weather in Scotland. You can have snow, rain,
It's
When-
104.
and
Oh.
also
It's cool.
sun.
You're putting your jacket on, getting your scarf. Father, I
Well,
sent you a
and
link with
basically, there's an
Collider
old,
for
there's
that,
a saying
Yeah, I
in
saw
Scot-
that.
There's a saying in Scotland.
say, it
If you
looks
don't like the
interesting.
weather, hang around 20 minutes. It's
Yeah.
sure to change. We can have 4 seasons in the one day, so
Yeah.
we can. We can have snow
Yeah.
and sunshine, same day.
We don't have
Scotland
weather here.
not known for good weather. Just put it that way.
Yeah.
Just weather.
We just weather,
There is a reason the British are famous for talking about the weather.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
But
We have a lot of it.
Yes, see, the last time England was having a drought, they were shipping water down from Scotland to England. It was that basically Scotland, they were having a drought, and we're in the same island, and we were getting rain, heavy rain, and they were actually literally shipping it down to England
Didn't-
because they were having a drought.
but
Didn't
Father,
you realise Hadrian's Wall was originally supposed to be one end of a smegging great reservoir?
Mhm.
Yes, I keep telling you the Scots built it. Keep the English out.
But Father Christopher, about
Yes.
all those casinos, a lot of those casinos, the big ones at least, are protected by that. They got insurance up the walls.
Last
Yeah,
year
but-
was the. I've only been to Vegas one time, and that was last
I've
year.
never been. I've never been there to
I've
Vegas.
I
been
would love to go
I'm,
this
al-
year.
I'm almost 50, and I've never been there.
Well,
Yeah,
as I know, I
5
talked
hours
to
away.
Ian. I hate to think how
Yeah.
crowded this one is going to be.
Yeah, and I tried to get down there, but Culture said he couldn't get me down there. And I talked to
What, to
Biggles,
Dallas or
Biggles,
Vegas?
Vegas. Biggles said he wasn't going because he couldn't.
Wait.
He couldn't do it, and yeah.
This
Yeah, I
is
saw that
interesting.
rumor.
Don't-
Kelly Inch, I saw it. Did you not see the tagline? There's
It's
rumors.
a
that
rumor.
Doomcock has passed. Take this rumor with a pinch of salt.
Who
Yeah,
started
yeah.
it?
I don't know. It was on.
Doomcock?
I saw it in
They've
comments.
got probably, yeah. No, Harvey, of course.
Yeah.
They-
Started the rumor
He
of my own
hasn't-
death.
it popped
I don't know.
culture
It
pump.
just seems like he hasn't. I'm just trying to think of how to say it. It seems like he hasn't grown, or he's kind of decompressed his channel. It's not as
He's
big as it used to
trying to
be.
figure out what he's gonna do next.
That's
So-
it there.
Yeah.
But if
I
if
can't
they-
really see what it says.
It says,
I-
just heard the rumor on 4chan that YouTuber Doomcock has passed away. Thoughts are with his family. Take this with a grain of salt until confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it can't be true, because if Doomcock passed away, there is nothing to prevent Harvey Kasuda from taking over the world.
Exactly. He probably fell in the button.
Yes.
Well, and here's the thing: one of us within the circle, comics, culture, we would know. There was a Gary as somebody.
Oh, somebody would know. Yeah.
Yes, somebody would know right away because they would get told.
Yeah.
So,
well, you think about
that's
it. I
not
know
true.
Gary and Doomcock don't do the paranormal one. Which
Yeah,
is
but
the same. I love that
somebody
one.
would get told.
Exactly. Somebody
And
would
then there's also Clobby and everybody else. So
Well, Mexican Iron Man's all.
then Mexican Iron Man, there is a lot of people that know Doomcock. Like I know Doomcock too. So there's a lot of people. There would be somebody that would be known. So it was a joke because he's just trying to get his stuff together, and I applaud him by that. Because Doomcock's awesome. Okay, he is out there, and I've had him on our show like once. It was a random chance of fate that he came over.
I've got my Doomcock helmet. I'm going to actually one of Doomcock's minions.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
I think that he's trying to know what he's going to do next because Doomcock's awesome. So
Yes, I definitely. And I want to see more of his paranormal stuff.
yeah. I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm friends with everybody. You know this, so.
Just checking something. We got a funeral to go to on Monday, so I'm just checking to see how far away it is.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
One of the parents of our priest died, so whenever that happens, we usually try to go to the funeral to support them. But the problem I have is the funeral's on the first day of school, so I can't exactly get away for that.
That's my Doomcock helmet. So if I ever manage to get on,
Let me bring that up.
I'm a minion.
That's really good.
I'm a
minion.
That's nice.
That was do you know that was originally my Judge Dredd helmet that I'd made out of EVA foam. You can sort of just see the ridge, and then all I did was I just stripped more bits over it just to make it look more. Because I was going to go as an orc to a Comic-Con, but
yeah, I was going to say that.
Comic-Con all barred stopped, so I never finished.
Yeah, that's the reason why you have that thing on the front because it looked orcish on the front. So yeah.
Yeah. So
I like it.
Basically, and because of this, I couldn't build anymore. So stopped. But I keep that as my Doomcock helmet. I'm a minion. Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking he usually does a Friday night stream too, so we'll know probably within 4 hours.
Well,
That's true.
well, Father Christopher, remember, I disappeared for how many weeks? About a month or so, a while back, and then
but did people go around saying you died?
There was a few people go, did he die? There was
See, I disappeared for a while, but everybody thought, thank goodness.
Yeah, but then there was only people like culture and comics and like retro and iron, and there was a bunch of people that knew I was around. I just wasn't showing up. And then all of a sudden, when I felt a little bit better, I would show up on a throwdown.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the only place I went to. And then I started going back on Nix every once in a while because I'm really busy trying to do other stuff right now too. So I've been going. You can see we did. I didn't know if you noticed this or not, but we did a stream with. Let me go back to it. We did this yesterday. You go to the channel. This was our show. I'm gonna get right here. It was a 3-hour stream yesterday, and I'm gonna put it in a private chat. This was our stream yesterday. So we had Ginger Ninja on. So
it's in there. Okay.
Yeah, I put it in a private chat.
Do you want me to bring that up, or?
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, because we were just like, you can just go through it, and then everybody was like, "Wow, he brought." I was like, "Yeah," because what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to do a little bit more, see, there's Retro, and there's Ginger, there's me, and then there's Roger there too. So
Yeah, I'll throw
we
that in
talked
the,
about we talked about a ton of stuff yesterday, and then Iron came on, and Ash was there, and
Okay, so I threw that in the chat.
So yeah, we were just trying to do some. I've been trying to do a little bit something different than what we were like. Still us, but still trying to make it a little bit, not as chaotic as it was, because we didn't know. I mean, I woke up late yesterday, and I got in Jinja's box. I was like, dude, on Gilded, and I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I didn't start the thing, and he's like, oh, dude, we'll get this fine. He's like, okay. So he went that title card that you see up on if you can pull that up, Father.
I could try.
Just don't even start it, but it's the title card.
No, there's no title card. It's just basically when you click on it, it goes, well, let me see if I can bring, hold on. Let me click on your...
Actually, I can do this. Let me see something. The title card that he made.
Okay, I see it. Here,
Yeah.
let me bring...
Ginger made that.
Okay.
Yeah, the title card right there, Ginger made that.
Let's see if I can...
So
how's it coming up on your side?
Oh, I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it's just on my screen. It's small, but
yeah, when we did that yesterday, I was like, dude, I don't have the title card or anything yet, and he's like, dude, I can pop this out in like 2 minutes. And I was like, you can? He's like, here. I was like, how did you do that so fast? He's like, dude, it's just. I was like, you want to do our thumbnails from now?
So I just got Roman's message. He's going to have to bail soon. I'm probably going to have to bail myself just because I didn't know for sure if I was going to stream live today.
Yeah, because I was talking to you about it. So
yeah, I literally just got home about an hour ago, actually,
Yeah.
or a little bit. No, hour and a half ago. We had school training this morning, and again, still trying to get things ready for Tuesday.
That's got to be exciting, though. Getting back in the mix.
I really am excited. As I talked to the rabbi, we didn't do our stream this morning just because my Fridays are going to be a little weird. But I'm teaching freshmen, which in our school system is scripture.
Well,
so
that's
I'm
cool.
excited about that. I was hoping I'd be able to teach sophomores because that's church history, and I love history, and I taught history for 9 years. But it wasn't meant to be.
Probably shouldn't admit here that I got an X in my RE GCSE because I got the date wrong and forgot to turn up for the exam. Really, should I?
Oops.
I actually did RE at school and forgot.
The only downside is I have to take 6 credit hours to get my license renewed. It could be worse. One other guy was going to have to take 15 because he's been out longer than I have.
It's like a regular semester.
Yeah, pretty much.
15 hours, yeah.
But I only have to take 2 classes, and it's just education classes, so it won't be too bad.
So, because I always, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Because I always, like, the night before, I always get a hold of Father. I always text Father Christopher the night before. I was like, are we going to do the show in the morning or something?
You text me, like, in the middle of the night.
I do.
See, Father, it's like me and Roman. When he's talking about afternoon, that's midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning to us over here.
Well, no, here
I'm in bed by then.
I will see him up,
Alex,
and I'm like,
Alex
okay.
makes it.
Hi, Alex is a night owl.
Alex is a
working in the morning.
vampire.
Yeah, I will see Father Christopher up, and I'm like, hey, Father Christopher, are we gonna do this tomorrow? He's like, yeah, I'll check with me in the morning. I'm like, okay.
Well, I haven't really. If I'm wake up in the middle of the night, I'll just see if there's anything on the phone, and I figure I'm gonna respond in the morning.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, just check with me, and I do it every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just text him. I'm like, hey, are we gonna do this?
But I'll say next week we'll be able to do this again next week because I am teaching in our grade schools on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So Friday afternoons are going to be free.
Okay.
And as long as I'm done before football starts, because high school football Friday nights.
So okay,
American
so
football,
don't
PJ.
don't
That's
ask.
American football.
American
I was
football. It's not proper football.
I was
We
gonna say-
understand.
Well,
that now.
I'm also chaplain for the proper football team.
You mean rugby for men in armour?
No, not rugby. The regular football, the one between the feet.
American
Yes,
football,
as we
like
call
rugby,
it, Father, we call it football.
American football, like rugby, is a game played by men with funny shaped balls.
I want to experience English football game, an actual English football game, violence and all.
Oh, Father,
as long as it's not Hillsborough.
Well, if you want to experience that, just go to Liverpool, Manchester United. Okay, so you know.
No. You want to see some good, honest fighting? Celtic and Rangers.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It's all you modern strange people. It's not real football. Back when I looked like my avatar, football was banned because it was too violent and people were getting injured and couldn't do their archery practice. It was two villages dragging a bladder, and there weren't any rules. It was.
How is that different than now?
Remember,
There's only 22 people now.
Remember, in England, they used to do shin kicking as
Yeah,
a
they did.
sport.
Yeah, they did.
So you would put straw down your trousers and you would kick each other's shin until somebody gave in.
Yeah.
You guys
We-
need more
we actually-
candles or something.
Sorry, with clogs on. With clogs on. Not
Yeah,
just not your bare feet, with clogs on.
Here's the funny thing. I used to do that in grade school, PJ. We used to do that to see who could outlast each other longer. Yeah. See? Like Roman's
Because
like,
we've
why do
got
you
nobody to.
What's wrong with you people?
Roman, see when we were
We've got
watching
nothing to
American
shoot.
school, see when we were watching American school programs, and you saw the bullies giving it all this and pushing,
Yeah.
we're all going amateurs.
Yeah.
Oh, why is the sound not working? There it is.
That's a lot of noise.
That wasn't what I was hoping for. There we go.
That's a lot of nuts.
I have to rewatch Kung Pao. It's been forever.
It's been a while. I've not seen that for
Oh, goodness.
a good long time.
So,
All right.
well,
I'm gonna have to
I know
bail on you
Roman
guys.
has to get going. I think I'm
Okay,
going to
Roman.
start wrapping up. So, anybody got anything to plug?
Oh yeah. Like you said,
Roman, do you got anything, or otherwise we'll catch up with you later?
I got a show on Monday at 4 PST, Mixtape Mondays. I really have no idea what the topic is.
Okay.
Next, I'll be on with PJ on Saturday, of course. And then again, I think on Tuesday. And then I have a show on Thursday at 5 PST. We're going to be covering our favorite movies of the 2020s. We've been trying to get through this thing for 3 weeks now, but we're finally at the end. 5 decades took 3 weeks, but yeah, it's fine. So anyway, thanks for having me on today, Father. I really appreciate
glad
it.
you could make it.
Yes, mate.
Good luck with the football and with class.
Proper.
I will
Thank
see
you.
you guys later.
Sounds good. Anyway, Jed.
Oh yeah, if you guys can go over to the Pop Culture Archivist, we have like that thing I said. We have that really cool with time that we spent when Ginger Ninja and Roger over there. So if you can go over our channel and like go watch that. It was a 3-hour show we did. So PJ's like he's used to us doing a 6-7 hour show.
I can't
Although
do that.
we haven't done a 7-hour show yet, but we were me and
the neatest
Retro-
I got to that was 5 hours 51 minutes.
PJ was there at that one. PJ was there. I think he stayed for the whole time. PJ
I think I
stayed
was
the whole
just
time.
short of the 6 hours. I was sitting there going,
Yeah.
I think I couldn't sleep one evening, and I dropped on a streaming Mr. CCDV 8 hours later.
See, when I was working from home, I could do that no problem because all I did was I went to my bed, woke up, sat in front of my computer again. Now I have to travel into my work. I can't be tired. I have to go to my bed early so I can get up and I miss all the stuff I used to do through the night.
Yeah. Well, you know. So,
PJ, what's coming up on your channel?
It's Saturday. We still do the Let's Talk Geeky, and on a Wednesday we do a movie review or TV review. I think we are doing. I can't even remember what we're doing on Wednesday. I think it's the TV show Chelmsford 123. It's an old British comedy.
Okay.
With Doctor Who appears in it for about 10 seconds.
Yep.
So it does. You can actually check that wee clip on my channel with the Doctor Who turning up.
Sounds good.
Archer. Chelmsford 123 is basically Roman Britain.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
As Roman alluded to, Tuesday on FFSI, we are doing a retrospective on For All Mankind, and I've got to get on my partner and actually watch that when we finish here.
I've got 3 episodes left to do.
It's the last episode tonight, and apparently it's almost a double length. It's 1 hour. It's an hour 20 minutes, so it's an extra length episode.
I've got 3 episodes to watch before Tuesday.
Yeah.
Man of War.
Man of War.
Let's see. I got to bring this up. Let's see.
At least he's 1 cent short of being really bad.
Yes, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, fathers. When I did with I seem to recall many years ago now hearing that was reckoned that was a mistranslation, and it's actually 661.
No,
I mean I say that some long time in my. I've just vaguely remember from somewhere.
I don't really remember. Oh, I got the wrong account logged in. Hold on.
Well, thank you, Man of War, for the 665.
Yes, thank you. As I'm bringing that up, or at least trying to bring it up.
Oh, I know. I got your back, Father.
Yes.
You know I have to do that on a throwdown sometimes.
Let's see. Oops, now it's making me log into my Gmail.
Oh, I had to read because we hadn't used Stream Elements for a while yesterday, and I finally was, I got to go back and add some stuff onto the one with him, with Ginger, but yeah.
Well, I'm good. I don't need to even think about Stream Elements at the moment.
It was, and like I said, I never asked for tests, but if you want to do that, it's always out there. But yeah, I don't do this to get money. I do it for the fun of it.
He says this is for the beer that you won't be able to buy me next week. Or the beer that you won't be there for me to buy you. So yes, I really hope that you enjoyed Vegas. I'm looking forward to seeing the pictures and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm going to stream a little bit. I'm going to go live again Sunday night, and I'll go live again next Friday.
Well, if you want me to come over on Sunday night, Father, just let me know. I'll come over there.
I do mostly a solo stream on Sundays, but we'll see.
Okay.
So with that, I'm going to wrap up just because I still got a lot to get done.
Yeah.
And Friday Night Tights will be starting soon. So thank everybody for joining me. And we'll catch up with everybody next week.